Hello class, I'm Maureen Curry and I'm here to welcome you to ARTF 110 Prehistoric Art to Gothic. We will begin our course on this coming Monday, um, Lunar Eclipse Day. Right now I'm in the course homepage. I assume you know how to get to Blackboard. You would go to sdccd.blackboard.com. That would take you to the login page where you put your student ID and then your password, which is usually your birthday. And then it'll bring you to our course, ARTF 110 43599 2017. Like I said, I'm on the course homepage. There's a little welcome announcement here that talks about how we're going to trace the human creative spirit from the cave paintings all the way up to the medieval times with the giant Gothic cathedrals. Your syllabus can be found here. There's also some rubrics, particularly about the museum research paper. It's our major component for our course, where we make a visit to a museum and then develop a research paper around one work of art that we've seen in person, analyzing it thoroughly and presenting the cultural context. Our course calendar is also listed down below here, so if you ever are wondering what week you're in, you forget for some reason, and check the dates and you'll know which week you're supposed to be working in. Each week you will go to the learning modules here. In particular here we have week 1, Introduction to Art Before History. This one happens to have some introductory readings right in the first page of Blackboard. And then scroll down, you will have another activity, week 1, Art Before History. And here you will find some resources on chapter 1, readings and resources from Kleinert's book or text. I'll show you that in a minute. You will also have a written assignment, which will be due on Saturday midnight, where you define some terms just using 1 or 2 sentences. It's very short. Defining the terminology is very simple. Sometimes you go a little bit further, like a short essay describing a different concept that we're studying. Also, each week you're going to have a discussion board assignment. That's how I take your attendance. So in order to complete the discussion board assignment, you would scroll up again and you go to discussions in the left-hand column here. This tab will bring you to the discussion forum, discussion board here. In particular, week 1, you're going to be asked to introduce yourself. You can upload a picture of yourself and talk about your major, any past experience you have with art history. Maybe talk about your favorite artists, what art means to you, and you can use that in your intro. Part 2, you're going to analyze these 3 works of art that are shown below. This happens to be an early painting, sort of a city planning painting that was on a wall and, in Turkey, and then also the stone tower from Jericho. So these remnants of ancient man, how they were building and forming their civilizations. Week 2, you're going to have another 3 works of art which you will analyze. In this case, there's an extra video here that will help you understand the Lamassu figure right here from ancient Assyria. So each week there's going to be works of art. You must read, research, analyze, and then develop your first initial posting, which is due Thursday night. In order to do that, you would click on the discussion board, DB Week 1. This is the first discussion board. When you click on it, it'll bring you to a place where you can create a thread. Click that, and the discussion is presented again. And then after you've done your research, you can say Mary Jones, discussion board week 1, intro and DB response, and then write your introduction and then what you've learned about these 3 works of art. You can introduce other images. You can upload a video that you've learned about the work of art. You can talk about a resource you may have found from a museum site like the Metropolitan Museums. When you're satisfied, about 1 paragraph, and you included your initial post, typed it in here, or you make a copy of a Word document. And then when you're satisfied with that, by Thursday midnight, you would complete it and hit submit. And then your initial thread is posted. And then by Saturday midnight, you have to go back in again and respond, or before certainly if you're ready, respond to 2 other classmates with another substantial short post to each one of them. You either reinforce what they said, introduce new research you found, just different perspectives. You just can't simply say, oh, I like what you said, or that was interesting. That's not a substantive discussion board response. So you're going to be graded on having the initial post by Thursday night that has good research in it, and by Saturday midnight, 2 substantial responses to classmates. And without the 2, you don't get full credit. So please keep that in mind. The discussion boards are your means of showing how you're attending and participating in class. Then, going back to your learning modules for each week. For week 1, you have the reading here, of course. And then if you click in that, you will also have access to other resources telling you how to analyze a work of art. You have the PowerPoint for the week, and some of these videos that will help you here. And also how to embed an image on a discussion board to add to the resources. Going back to week 1, if you scroll down as well, there's week 1 Art Before History. This is where you're going to find your written assignment. So there's a little narrative here on the cave paintings, and you scroll down, here's your written assignment. So when you find that, you just click on the written assignment, and then you can write your submission. It gives you a box to type in, or you could type it in Word and upload it there, and be sure to submit the submit button so you don't lose your work. Some people forget to hit submit, and then they've lost all their work, particularly on the discussion board. Please be careful of that. If you need to send me messages, click on the message link here, and you can create a message, and I will get your information. So don't ever hesitate to contact me. I want to also very quickly, go back to the home page, and we'll hit the syllabus button here, and then it brings you to the syllabus. So very quickly we'll go over the syllabus. I'm Maureen Curry. I'm listed here. My email is mcurry@sdccd.edu. Emergency cell is there. The textbook is, so you can see, it's Kleiner's Art Through the Ages. You can see it this way. It's Gardner's Art Through the Ages by Kleiner. This is a paperback version. That happens to be the cave paintings on the cover. This edition is the 15th edition. I'm sorry, it's the 15th edition, Volume 1. It's in paperback. No, this is not. I have 50s. I'm showing you 13th edition, but any edition will be fine. If you can find an older edition online, they're perfectly acceptable, and they'll be a lot cheaper than the new one. But it's very worthwhile to have the textbook. It helps you understand the material. So as you go over the syllabus, you'll understand the different dates for adding and dropping here, the class format I talked about, lectures online, PowerPoints, and then exams. You'll have that there. The museum research paper I mentioned earlier. There's some regulations here about online student code of conduct, plagiarism, veterans. If you're a veteran, there's information. The total points for the course are shown here. And then the weekly readings and assignments are written down. So week 1, you read introduction and chapter 1, and you cover these topics, and then you'll see that you have to participate in a discussion board and then the written assignment. And that's kind of the format of the course. So I hope this helps you get started, and if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call me or email me. I'd be happy to help you at any time. But I do want to remind you that working online does take commitment and motivation, and so I really want you to be aware that it's going to be require some effort. So please consider that when you begin the course, to sort of self-regulate and set your schedule so you get all the work done. So I'm wishing you much success in the course. I'm looking forward to getting to know each of you as the weeks go by, and we can learn together. It should be a lot of fun. I wish you much success. Take care.